Good afternoon, welcome back to the vlog. It is currently a Wednesday afternoon here at La Bezie. The sun was out, it was big blue sky, it's clouded over. However, this is the only day for the rest of this week when I think the weather is very nice. It's literally going to be storms tomorrow, 40 kilometres per hour winds and lots of rain. So we're going to ride this afternoon. We are going to do a local loop from us, so straight from the door of La Bezie. It's going to be a little bit of a coffee ride, around 50k. We actually did this route as the last recovery day with Moloko, with our Women's Week back in September. It is gorgeous, big ridge views, coffee stop in Mazères, and then back to Bezie, obviously, to finish. So we're going to take you with us this afternoon on our little ride, just to stretch the legs, make the most of the weather. I need to be resting as much as possible because obviously not that long now until marathon day. So we're going to take it very easy, or I'm going to take it very easy. I'm just going to enjoy the ride and yeah, make the most of this afternoon. So let's go. I don't have my bike, darling. So classically, it is way warmer than anticipated. It's kind of, it feels a little bit like where it's rained so much this morning and now the ground has warmed up. It just feels really close. So I'm already overheating. We've just come along the valley, which is normally pretty chilly. And now we are climbing up through to a village called Larriguet. This is always a good warm up for the legs. Starts off pretty chill. But the whole thing is pretty chill, but if you've kind of just come along that flat valley, zipped along like we have, and then you start doing the climb, it's like, oh. But views at the top are gorgeous. We go for a little village, which is Larriguet, which is also really pretty. And then that brings us up onto the ridges. So it's like my favourite part of riding around here is just being on all the ridge roads. Big, big views. Suitably warm, it is 24 degrees. James is currently long sleeve gilet, base layer.
Over socks.
Over socks, well, we both got over socks on, but like, what? When you make kit mistakes in autumn. Anyway, we're almost at the top.
Roasting.
And then we're on the ridges. The sun is coming out for us as well. It's pretty neat, nice little Wednesday Arvo spin. How many metres of climbing does this route have? Do you remember?
I have nope.
No, I don't remember either.
But this is a 4k climb that starts, at the end of our valley road.
Yep.
It's quite steady, it's nice.
It is nice actually to warm the legs up, I think. As much as like you come along the valley and you're sort of like, it's relatively flat and then you hit the climb, it's steady. It's pretty decent actually as the weather cools down because it's good to warm you up at the beginning of the ride. Because our valley is often quite chilly.
It is, yeah.
Oh!
Fastest time gone.
We are finished.
So handsome, oh you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your status.
Just come up there, house is back over there, somewhere to the left. And we're up on the ridges where you can make out the mountains, although they look a bit dark and moody. But on a clear day you can see all the Pyrenees. I can just see Amy who keeps riding off. I think her legs feel good. Mine, however, not too clever today.
This is epic. Oh my God, like big sky, big views. It is so glorious. See the mountains in the distance. It's pretty clear, isn't it, today?
Well, they look a bit moody.
It's because that storm's rolling in tomorrow.
Yeah, there is a storm coming tomorrow.
All the fields are turning brown. They're winterizing themselves.
Harvest is done.
Yep. Winter's coming. But this is how I would describe like riding around Labezi. Because obviously like this is literally from the doorstep and we're on the ridge like a little bit opposite.
Some people say it's like Tuscany.
Yep. We hear that a lot actually.
The Dutch tend to say it's, who's that artist that they like? There's a Dutch artist.
If you know who
Dutch
it is,
people
let
tend
us
to
know.
say, it looks like one of his paintings.
On that note, there's a car up.
Okay.
So handsome, oh you have your way, and it's making me weaken. You and your stardust, walking like that. It's really getting too much, but I can't pull back. Though I try to resist, I can't fight this. And no one makes me feel like you do, and no one
I don't know why, but I feel like this is one of my favourite little villages. I think it's the red brick,
It's quite pretty.
the Toulousian brick. It's really pretty, like there's not much here, but just riding through it's just like very picturesque. And within a second we've ridden through it. We have made it to Mazet. We've got our decaf allongés. So basically the route, once we had dropped down off of the ridges, we descended down into a little town called Calmont, which is also really pretty. But the descent down they use for drift competitions. So all over the road is like hectic amount of like tyre marks and skids as you're like heading around each corner. I was going to film it, but I was like coming down it and thought, no, I can't do it. So that's really nice to drop down into Calmont, and then it's very flat to get from there to here to Mazet. And it's a super chilled Wednesday afternoon. Post office is just closed. The bar's got a few people in it, and it's just it's a nice little setting to have a little drink at before we finish our ride. So we're just going to sit here for a little bit longer before we head back, think about what we're going to have for food this evening, because I'm always thinking about all the great stuff like that. And yeah, that's where we are. I don't know what we're on at the moment for our ride total, but it's just past 4 o'clock. It's yeah, it's very chill. It's been a good ride. Tell us, Jay, do you feel any better now than what you did before you started the ride?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, you sure?
Oh yeah.
Has it been nice?
I think I'm just a bit tired, that's all.
Yeah, maybe you are.
It's been a long season.
Or a few late nights watching long series. Is
Well,
that
a
it?
couple of films, yeah. I think that's what's done me in.
You're okay.
Yes.
It has been good to get out. Coffee's been nice. Route was nice. What were your best bits from the route? You love it when I ask you these questions.
I do.
People want to know, what are your best bits, babe?
Like you mentioned, the descent into Calmont is fun. Although because of all the rubber, I wasn't sure if it was going to be slippery.
I know, I felt
Although
that.
in theory, it should be very grippy.
And you were going ahead of me, and you weren't going as quick, and I thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't go too quick.
No. Just the nice views off the ridges, it's always a win, isn't it?
I think like when you get up onto those ridges and you just like, it's panoramic, isn't it? Like,
There is no wind.
no, at the moment, this is pre-storm, and I'm so glad that we got out, because tomorrow's going to be a very different story.
It's going to be windy.
Yeah.
We could go com hunting in the afternoon
Sounds
when
perfect.
the wind drops.
What about
Well, not when the wind drops, when the rain stops, but it's still windy.
Oof, let's go for it.
Shall we? I mean, it's the only way to get comms around here, because whenever there's crazy wind, you just see like little notifications going, no, your comm's been taken.
Not by us, Mad. We don't normally do that, but maybe we should start tomorrow. Watch this space and we'll do a video on it.
My back is stiff, but I think a little bit of stretching and I'll be A-okay.
Yep, I think so
And we
too.
could,
Good food, good sleep, and good recovery
yes,
That
this is what we need.
is what I've prescribed you.
Okay. Doctor's orders.
Yeah. The stats from today's ride are, drumroll please, a total of, checking the Garmin, 48.43 kilometres, elevation gain 538. Most of that was at the beginning of the ride, before we got to Mazères. So we got all of those climby, delicious bits done in the first half, and then I've just done 7 kilometres back to Le Béziers, which was a dream. Post-coffee. I have to admit, I feel like I've got the coffee jitters, and weirdly, because James has gone and done a little bit extra, I sent him a message, and he was like, I was going to send you a message saying that we both feel like that wasn't a decaf. Ooh, dun, dun, dun. I think we were duped, folks, because we're both feeling the coffee jitters, which feels kind of nice. I feel like I've got a lot of energy, but riding back, I was like, oh my God, I feel really weird. I'm so hyped. So there we go. That was our post-coffee vibe. Maybe it wasn't decaf. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just hyped. Maybe that's what it is. I was hyped to get out on my bike, and it was a delicious, lovely Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, and I hope that you've enjoyed the vlog. Super chill cafe ride from Le Béziers, 50-ish K loop, round and back, big views. Gives you an idea of what it's like here, riding from the door. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed today's vid. Let me know all your best bits underneath in the comments. And yeah, we will see you on the next one. The next one could be after marathon day. So we will see. Anyway, check you on the next one. Don't forget to click like. Don't forget to click subscribe. And ciao for now. Bye-bye.